I think drone warfare is a misnomer. There is nothing inherently different about drone warfare than there is from aerial bombardment. It would be more helpful, I think, to look at this situation not in terms of a shiny new military tool that's being employed, but from the perspective of what a strategy is that employs drones as a tactic. What the drone war ultimately is a series of undeclared wars in areas where the United States is either unwilling or politically unable to put boots on the ground, to hold territory, or, for other reasons, finds that that would be an intolerable situation because the U.S. would then be responsible for the consequences of the war that it wages amongst the local population. Drones seem antiseptic, but they seem antiseptic not because they're drones, not because they're remotely piloted vehicles. They seem antiseptic because it's an undeclared war that you don't read about. The United States, think about how many Americans know what North Waziristan looks like. There are none. There are basically none. We were lucky enough at some point to do a piece with some photography from a local photographer that showed this verdant area around Miranshah, which has been one of the most heavily bombarded epicenters of the drone warfare. And I was surprised as I was looking at these things to realize that before that I had no idea in my mind what I even thought Miranshah looked like. And this is one of the most active war zones the United States has. Drones only, every time a drone fires its weapon, there's a human being within a chain of command who makes that decision. These are not autonomous robots. It's true that some newer Mark drones, particularly small drones like AeroVironment's Switchblade, are increasingly more like missiles than they are airplanes, that they have elements of autonomy greater than what the Predators or the Reapers or the next generation of those, the Avenger, has and will have. But these are just tools that human beings employ rather directly. Just because there's not a human being in the cockpit doesn't mean that warfare is fundamentally changed. Rather, it hasn't. The greatest danger of drone warfare is precisely that misconception that people, particularly policymakers, believe that this is an antiseptic form of warfare. There is not such a thing on the face of the earth. There never has been, there never will be.